So that was Chris on our show yesterday, and there's Katie's response telling Chris, "You don't have my number, man." And then Chris responded, Instagram DM, Twitter DM, text. It's all the same thing nowadays. Dude, don't act like I'm lying. Chris, you're here with us now. It is surprising, I think, to see this back and forth. So what is your reaction to the whole thing?
Well, you know.
You got to explain it. You know what cap. To those people at home, cap means lie, 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 lie.
Which I didn't even know. But I looked at the context. I thought he was saying busting a cap in your story or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it came from that originally.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway.
He had 6 caps?
Yeah, so you lied.
5, 6. Yeah. All right, we're going to see who's lying. All right, first of all, with the way KD is on social media, this could be a topic every day. You know, with me on here, who knows how long this
Seems like it is, actually.
Yeah.
Right. But look, he has every right to get on social media, to respond, to clap back, if you will. We talk about him being sensitive, but if this is what he enjoys, he can do it. It's his right. Now, what he doesn't have a right to do is lie. And he didn't directly lie in that he didn't deny the story.
Right.
He didn't deny anything about the story. He just said, I don't have his cell phone number. All right, but the tweet implied that I lied, that I made the whole story up.
Right.
And that's how a lot of people are taking it. So I went on video yesterday with Twitter, tweeted that I'm not going to release the DM. He's hit me. He slid into my DMs. All right? He's hit me on Instagram direct message, Twitter direct message, and that's how we've communicated.
Sure.
I do have a cell number for him that he gave me years ago that I'm sure is old and outdated now, but I do have that.
Good point.
But I have 60 plus direct messages from him in the past year or so, where we talked about the things I mentioned yesterday. So the thing that's more important to me than anything, than my career, than anything, is my integrity.
Yeah.
If I were to sit up here on this show and tell a 4-minute lie with all of that detail, if I were to prostitute my faith, my God, to promote a lie, that would be disrespectful to all you guys, to the audience. And honestly, I think that would be a fireable offense. And I'm saying, if anybody can prove that I was lying yesterday, then fire me. FS1, fire me. Fox Sports Radio, take me off the Odd Couple radio show with Rob Parker and fire me. Don't let me set foot in this building again. Every church that has me scheduled to speak, that's thinking about inviting me to speak, cross me off your list. If somebody can prove I was lying yesterday.
It's on you, KD.
A direct message and a text is the same thing, especially when you hitting me.
Yeah.
Chris, here's the thing, and to your point, he didn't say y'all didn't communicate.
No.
He said you don't have my number. So if you didn't, what you got to do, KD, get back on social media, because you hear everything. And if you don't, you got some guys that do. Say, nah, bro, we ain't communicated. And then we can prove that one way or another. You see, the thing is, KD is going out of his way to try to embarrass Chris, because it's not about Chris. It's about what everybody's saying about what the Warriors did without him. This is about Steph Curry. This is about the Warriors. This is not about what you said. He hears everything. It's amazing to me. This might be one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen, Skip. How a guy came from where he came from, got to where he got by giving a damn about what people said about him. Normally, great players don't care, regardless, male, female, forget the sport. They care less about what someone says about them.
True.
It matters to him. It hurts him that when people critique his game, or when people say, well, they're doing this without him, it bothers him, Skip. It really gnaws at him. But this is not about Chris. This is not about Skip. This is not about any other show that critique him. This is about KD. He's dealing with something with KD that he's going to have to come to grips with, because this is a personal issue. It ain't got nothing to do with Chris Broussard. You're going to go all the way out your way and talk about this man ain't got your number. Say that you didn't have communications. That's what you should have said. That's the way you say Chris is lying. Man, I ain't never had no communication with you. We don't talk like that. Forget the number. Because most people they email now. You know, I ain't got no email. You ain't email me nothing. You gonna send me a text or we gonna talk, we gonna communicate. Yeah, but we ain't emailing. So
you're the DM king though, right?
Nah. Yo, you know me. I ain't seen there you go. Skip. What I tell you stuff? What I tell you about that?
Say it on TV.
What I tell you about dry snitch?
Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you bring it up a lot.
But KD needs to stop this. Now this is getting out. KD, you out of pocket for this one, bro. You're gonna try to question the man's integrity about a phone. See, you talking about a literal sense.
Right.
You ain't got my phone number. People communicate in other ways more so than phone. Now, people communicate mainly social media via text. They don't actually call. They communicate via email or through the DM. But KD, you got to fix you, bro. You got to fix you because you got something going on. Because I've never seen any great and he's a historically great player.
No doubt.
To be this sensitive and be so that the league, Skip, there's a guy that's 14 years old that's getting ready to be a freshman in high school, and KD's concerned about what he said in Iowa.
Yeah, if Kevin had included a second line in his tweet back at you, his clap back as he always calls it, if he'd said, cap, you don't have my number, bro, but we have communicated often via DM, then I'd be, okay, all right. So it's semantics. It's just semantics. Okay, it's this or that. Okay, so as much as I love and believe in you, look, by the letter of the law, should you have said yesterday, we've communicated via DM? I guess so. Did it change the thrust of what you said? Not an iota.
No.
Because you have communicated for hours via social media. Okay, but I don't blame you for not using the word DM because it sounds weird on TV.
It's just simpler to say text.
Just say text because it's the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Or we've communicated.
Okay, we've communicated because I know you and I know you have communicated at length with him.
Yeah.
And through those DMs or whatever via social media, it can be Twitter, it can be
DMs, Instagram, DM.
But through them, you have seen inside of a man in ways we have not. And you said yesterday, I think in what you posted, the video you posted on Twitter, there's no way I'm going to make public those DMs. And you should not make them public because you owe Kevin that much not to make those public. Because your reputation does speak for itself. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually underestimated. I was looking at the messages yesterday. We actually communicate like 5 hours straight. 3 times. Like, not exactly 5 hours straight, but the first one's 5 hours earlier. There's tons of them. And then the last one's 5 hours later. So, and look, I don't like that he questioned my credibility or put it out there like that, but I'm not mad at him. Like you said, I don't get mad at people. Like you said, he's hurting. It's something in him. So I'm not mad at him. I want him to get himself strong and be the great player and person I know he can be. Right. So that's how I feel about it.
All this, I don't care about being the best basketball. I don't care about being one. I don't care about being bull. He cares. He cares. He cares. Not only does he care, he hears everything. It's like if you didn't play in the NBA, if you're not Magic Johnson, he's one of these guys, Skip. If you didn't play in the NBA, you weren't Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, you can't critique my game. Huh? All I'm doing, I didn't say anything about you personally, bro. I'm critiquing what I saw. What we saw is the Golden State Warriors win a series, sweep a series without you on the court. We saw Steph Curry, when you don't play, Steph Curry's lost once. When you don't play, and he does. What are we saying? That's fine. You go look it up. That hurts him. Because we've never in the history of the game ever seen as good. They had a bunch of Hall of Famers on that Boston team, but can you imagine them winning the series without Larry Bird? Can you imagine the Lakers? As great as much talent they had Bob McAdoo in the Hall of Fame, James Worthy in the Hall of Fame, Jamal Wilson in the Hall of Fame, Kareem, 6-time MVP. Can you imagine them winning a series without Magic? Because that's what they did.
Maybe them more than Boston, just me. But
right, I agree.
But the finals?
Look, KD can be he can be a top 10 player of all time.
Definitely.
Right now, as far as small forwards go, I would have Larry Bird ahead of him because Bird proved that it was Bird's team. And he led them. He was the key. But if KD goes somewhere else and proves it with his own team, I could move him ahead of Larry Bird. Like, he's that good.
Yes.
He could who, depending on what happens in the future, maybe getting the GOAT conversation. I mean, this dude is awesome.
He's awesome.
But people feel like you sold yourself short. I felt that way about LeBron when he went to Miami because I thought he was good enough to win it in Cleveland.
Yep.
And obviously he went back and proved he could lead his own team. So I think KD, that's what he has to do.
So my bottom line, I'm going to say it again, thinnest skinned superstar I have ever observed. Yet the final irony, the mind-blowing irony for me is that as much as he lets all this get under his skin, it does not destroy him. It somehow fuels him in his biggest moments.
And we've seen that.
Absolutely.
Over and over again.
That's odd. Because usually guys, especially like in New York, guys don't look at the back page because it affects their game.
Yeah.
I got to give him credit on that. It does not impact his play at all. And that's
it didn't impact his play in Golden State. It impacted his play in OKC. That's why he went to Golden State. But we're about to find out how much he affects his game if he goes somewhere else.
Right.
That's when we're going to see.
I just have one last thing for you, Chris. How do you want this to end?
I hope it just ends.
Okay.
I mean, I think I haven't reached out to KD. He hasn't reached out to me. I will do that eventually.
Okay.
I'll give it time. But I'm tired of going back and forth with it. But I'm not just
KD, just come on the show and get a brother a hug. I mean, Chris is hurting right now. Just come get a brother a hug on the show, man.
Yeah, it's important. Integrity is everything in our world. And we all know that about you. So it was good to get your side of the story. Thank you for sharing. We're going to stay talking about the Warriors. I don't know how Katie would feel about this one. And Steph Curry taking over the top spot as the best player in the NBA. If he's watching,